Is this real life right now? I am dead serious. Is what's going on in these United States of America real life right now? I'm going to need somebody to tell me, because listening to that person get up in front of the United Nations and make once again a complete and utter fool out of himself was almost more than I could bear. And I've lost a child, and I grieve every single day. The secondhand and firsthand embarrassment of listening to that inarticulate, sorry excuse of a human being get up there and not only insult the entire global community, but do so while singing his own praises and taking credit for things that had nothing to do with him. Not to mention make up lie after lie after lie. I never listen to him speak. If I see anything where I'm going to have to hear his voice, I quickly scroll by or I change the channel. But I was at work yesterday, and I work in a clinical setting, and there was a patient in an exam room or a treatment room with the TV on, and I guess they interrupted all programming for his speech. And so I was subjected to listening to that, and I nearly lost my mind. The fact that there are people who celebrate, support, and cheer on this person who is occupying the White House is beyond my imagination. I don't get it. Enlighten me.
I just finished watching Trump's speech at the UN, and this would be the point where I'd normally hold up a coffee cup and say, I hope your coffee's as good as mine. Hell, I hope it's better. Because I really do wish good things for people, but I can't do that right now, because I can't drink coffee right now, because, and this isn't hyperbole, watching that speech made me physically ill. It was humiliating to the extreme. It was just humiliating. Trump, before the entire world, sat there and got almost everything wrong. I mean, it's just ridiculously stupid things, like he said China loves to build windmills and sell them to everybody else, but they don't use them themselves because they know they don't work. China leads the world in wind farms and wind energy production. Just the basic lack of understanding of everything from the Paris Accords to, and then he was so rude to everyone and such a pompous ass, and his just his verbal style was pitiful. I have seen 10th graders give better speeches. The entire World Media Organization is going to slice that speech up into every humiliating segment, and they're going to play it to their people all over the world. You know, I talk to 7 to 10 million people a month right now. And a big part of the Texas Paul Ride or Die community is global. And I just want to take a second to apologize. He is not us. We are not that. We are not imbeciles. We are not clueless people. We are not a dumb people. This person may have been elected by morons, but we, as a people, generally, it was a mistake to allow this to happen. People got way too comfortable. I'm sorry. I am just sorry.
Apparently, I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but the UN hosted a Trump fan fiction reading last night. Speech from the president. It was atrocious. Let's talk about it. The rest of the world, I want to stand before you as an American citizen and say what President Trump is never going to say. I'm sorry. His UN speech on September 23rd was a national disgrace, a global embarrassment. It was filled with lies, insults, and fear-mongering. And if you stick with me through this video, I'm going to break down the 10 most ridiculous things that he said with facts to set the record straight. But I want to make sure you guys understand, out there in the rest of the world, not all Americans have lost touch with reality. Some of us still have our feet planted on the ground and do not have our heads wedged up Donald Trump's ass. And these are in no particular order. First up, Trump claims that London, under Mayor Sadiq Khan, wants Sharia law. That's not just false, it's an Islamophobic smear. In the UK, Sharia councils exist, but they're private and voluntary, with zero legal authority. And a 2019 UK government report confirms this. Khan's office came out and called Trump's speech bigoted and appalling. Translation for Americans: he made it up to scare you, or translations for anybody who heard that nonsense. Line number 2, Trump bragged that he ended 7 raging wars: Cambodia versus Thailand, Kosovo versus Serbia. He even threw in Egypt versus Ethiopia, which has never been a war. The Congo-Rwanda deal that he swung in June of 2025, there's still fighting going on, so obviously not resolved. And the one war that he promised that he could end on day 1, he still has not been able to do. Number 3, he claims that everyone wants him to have the Nobel Peace Prize. The Nobel Committee doesn't talk Peace Prize nominations publicly. And just for fun, no credible global leaders have ever endorsed him. That statement was more of Trump doing what he loves to do, which is talk to his favorite audience, the mirror. And number 4, Trump said that inflation was defeated. And if you're American, you know that's total horseshit. Wrong again. If you look at the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, probably something that's going to get axed by this regime, inflation was at 2.9% in August, when it was only 2.7% in July. So if you can do basic math, then 2.7 to 2.9, up, you're going in the wrong direction, Trump. Line number 5, grocery prices are down. Can someone tell, like Walmart and Target and all the other people, so they can lower their prices? Because holy shit, that has not been my experience. The reality is that in 2025, grocery prices have gone up across the board. Again, the Bureau of Labor Statistics confirms this, that there has been no significant decline. Again, just another lie from Trump. Lie number 6, there have been 0 illegal border crossings since the last 4 months. False. Customs and Border Patrol reported 8,200 apprehensions in July. So is that a significant reduction? Yes. Is it 0? Not even close. Lie number 7, renewables don't work and they're too expensive. He called renewables a joke. But the International Energy Agency reported that in 2024, solar and wind made up 16% of all U.S. energy, which means it's already outpacing coal. And the International Renewable Energy Agency shows 90% of new renewable projects are less expensive than fossil fuel. Specifically, solar is 41% less expensive, wind is 53% less expensive. So, I guess the takeaway is facts don't lie, but Trump sure as hell does. Line number 8, this one's a Republican favorite. Climate change is a con. He called climate change the greatest con job ever. No, baby, that's you. That is such dangerous nonsense. The IPCC and the U.S. National Climate Assessment both have confirmed human-driven climate change. All you have to do is look around. Rising temperatures, extreme weather, billions in damages. Even his own administration's reports have acknowledged it. Who's doing the con job here? I'm sure that China loved this one. Line number 9, China barely uses wind energy. He said that China only makes wind tech, but still relies on coal. False. 2024, solar and wind accounted for 20% of China's electricity, per the IEA. Sure, coal still dominates, but wind and solar are real and growing very rapidly. And finally, of course, this one's about money, that he brought in $17 trillion in new investments, even though his own White House tally only says $8.8 trillion. And those numbers, of course, include recycled pledges and sketchy-ass deals, like the Saudi agreement from 2017 that never actually happened. So basically inflated numbers for an inflated ego. So world, once again, I'm sorry. Trump lies about everything. Wars, the economy, climate. And it's not just embarrassing, it erodes trust. And if we're going to have any kind of an international community, it starts and ends with trust. You guys list your favorite lie from last night's speech. And if you didn't catch Trump and Melania having to take the escalator up by foot, go look it up. It was good for a chuckle.